Hello, family, and welcome back to Amplified and Edified podcast with your hostess, myself, Grace. For those who are seeing us for the very first time, a welcome, and to our returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and also consider commenting because we want to hear from you. And please also like and spread the word. Make sure that all your family members subscribe. Make sure your aunts, your uncles, your grannies, your neighbors, your colleagues, everyone that you know. Guys, as I had said on our last podcast, let me not say last week, on our last podcast, I would not be alone. I'm so excited. I'm so excited this afternoon because we have our very first guest, someone that, where do I start? Someone that is an inspiration to many. He is a businessman, he is a father, he is a husband, he's a son, he's a friend, he's a leader in his sphere of influence, and his name is none other than Israel James Sanza. Welcome, sir. We didn't plan that.
No, we didn't. Actually.
We didn't plan that, but
Natural
great
stuff.
minds.
Yeah.
Great minds, they do.
Yeah.
Welcome, James. How are you?
I'm powerful. I'm great.
I like that. You're powerful.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Welcome to Amplified and Edified.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for making time.
Can't wait to hear these questions and let's go.
Incriminating question.
Let's go.
I want us to talk about, so this is the first question, and I want to pose this question to all our guests every single time. And that is, what are you the most grateful for today? So you might be grateful for a lot of things, but specifically today, what are you grateful for the most?
Just being able,
Yeah.
I think we downplay that so much, being able to do the littlest things, the things that we're not even conscious of on a daily. I think last night I was watching some some Instagram videos, and I saw a video that I came across where a gentleman was riding his bike, but he had no hands, right? No arms, in fact. So they wrapped a belt around his neck, and one end of the belt is holding one handle, and the other end is holding the other end, right? And this guy actually happens to maneuver the whole bike with it, and he gets off the bike and he handles his phone with his feet. And I was just like, I'm sure this guy's biggest dream is to have what I have right now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Just one of the many examples I have. So just to be able. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fully functional. You have all your limbs in place. You're able. So you're grateful for that.
That's what I'm grateful for.
Grateful to be able and to be functional.
Yeah.
James, tell us who James is. So I know you from obviously my own personal, interaction with you, and I could write a book.
Yeah.
about bestseller. Okay.
Let's go.
I could write a book.
Yeah.
But for those who don't know who James is, maybe you've lived under a rock and you don't know who this man is.
Yeah.
And for people who might think they do know you from a distance, just let's start from childhood. Where did you grow up?
Okay.
I do know that you are of Congolese descent.
Yeah, absolutely.
100% or
No,
diluted?
100%.
What do you mean 100%?
Mom
and dad?
Yeah. Mom and dad, Congolese, not bred here in South Africa, but...
Where were you born?
In Congo, DRC.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you speak French? Ça va?
Bonjour. Comment vous allez? Je m'appelle James.
James!
Je suis là avec Grace. Well, just to start with.
What are we doing here? I didn't know you spoke French.
I speak French fluently. Smooth like butter. Yeah.
Okay.
We're
going to talk about story for another day.
Yeah.
So tell us about your early years in DRC.
So we moved. I'm gonna keep this very brief. We moved to South Africa. I was 4 years old.
Okay.
My parents wanted a better life for us. In fact, no. My dad had an eye operation in South Africa. He had to come to South Africa for an eye operation. So when he moved to South Africa for that eye operation, obviously he saw, this is what I would prefer for my kids. At that time, it was my older sister, myself, and my younger brother, who was still a baby. We're 2 years apart. He was 2 years old, My sister was 6 at the time. And he made means, you know. He was, I mean, I'm not from money at all. In fact, borderline poverty. Let me put it that way. To the point where they didn't even have money to fly us to South Africa. It was like cross-border, like Congo, Zambia, Zimbabwe, you know, bus kind of vibes. But anyways, he got us here, and we started life in South Africa. And that's actually one thing I'll always be grateful for, because maybe for the viewers, if you guys have been to the DRC, it's either you're rich or you're poor, right? So
there's no middle ground.
Yeah, there's no middle. It's either you're rich or you're poor. Let me put it that way. And when you're poor, it's not a good look, you know? Being poor in South Africa compared to being poor up there, totally different.
Sure.
You understand? You can really feel the difference. I mean,
the polarity.
Yeah. No. So, yeah, we're here. Studied grade 1, did my primary school here, high school, tertiary, everything was done here. To answer your question, who am I? So I go to why did my parents name me Israel? The name, okay?
Yes.
And it's one question I ask myself.
Yeah.
When I'm by myself, who am I? You know,
Yeah.
because I'm big on identity.
Yeah.
A lot of people are struggling with identity. That's why they get blown away by any wind. You know.
Yeah.
So Israel, and biblically it means he that struggled with God, right? He that fought with God. And other scriptures is written, or versions it's written, he that fought God. You understand? And that name suits me. It's like my parents knew, you know? With everything I've been through, with everything I go through, that was a perfect name for me, because, my walk with him and my walk as an individual here on earth, it's been a struggle. But I do know that I am from him, you understand? And that he set me apart. I always ask myself, do many people think like this? Do they feel like they're set apart?
Yeah.
Or is it just like the chosen? Are they like chosen people? And if there are many of us, I feel like I'm definitely one of them.
Yes, sir.
Very highly favored, but I sometimes step into the darkness. Do you understand? And that's where the struggling part comes, right?
Yeah.
Where I try and do this on my own, where I try and succeed on my own. And even in those little moments of success without him, I still feel the emptiness. You know, you buy a brand new car, but you drive it for a week and it's like you're not satisfied. You get new clients, more famous than the previous. You're still not satisfied. It's like nothing can fill it up. All right? So I've understood, who am I? Yo, man, I'm God's. Let me just put it that way. God's son, one time.
Wow.
Yeah.
God's son one time.
Yeah.
I like that. And we've had conversations in the past, because we've known each other for a few years.
Yeah.
We met at the gym. And we've had conversations about God more than we've actually conversed about nutrition and fitness and health. And what we're going to talk about is James as the businessman, but also James as the person who looks into a client's life with a deeper lens. And I've always felt that from you, James. I've always felt that with you being a personal trainer, it was more of a calling than it was just, I want to make money out of this.
Yeah.
I've seen, far from that,
Yeah.
I've seen how you've invested in us and in your clients and in people that know you, even the staff from the gym, even people that you don't train. You're always stopping to greet someone. That humility and that consistency in just seeing people and making them feel seen and heard. Where do you think that derives from? Do you think that derives from your upbringing? Is that, maybe how your family, how you were raised within your family, your parents, the teachings, and how has that embarked on your business as you running it?
Okay. Firstly, obviously, that's me. Personality-wise, I love people. Right?
Yeah.
Wherever there's people, You know, I'm not saying I'm forward and I want to know who. No.
Yeah.
If your energy calls me, I come. You know what I'm saying? If I look at background, my parents also very spiritual. We grew up in a household, very spiritual household. You know, my dad and mom have been together since we've never known them apart. So, learning just from them and the foundation they laid for us as their kids, respect, you know. I listen to my parents, I love them, and, you know, for me to honor them, I live that way, right? And I don't know, I mean, the world today, I mean, everybody just treats anybody somehow, right? And I always never wanted to be that person, if I can recall. I'm not saying I'm a soft guy, but there's no need to be hard for no reason. There's no need to be mean. There's no need to be harsh for no reason. You understand? How it's impacted my business? Definitely, firstly, in a positive manner. Yeah, it has impacted the way I've set up my environment. So it's very welcoming when, just like you've mentioned, you at the gym. It's not my gym, but I make it feel like it's mine. I'm the owner, you know.
It does feel like that.
Yeah, it's far from mine, but when I greet the workforce there, or how I treat them, if it's someone's birthday, I'll buy them breakfast.
Aww.
It's not because I want something bad, but why not?
Yeah,
I can.
Yeah,
I know it's going to make this person's day better.
Yeah,
why not? And it does come back. You know, maybe I need a service provided that they don't need to. Why not? They will surely bring it back. So business-wise, definitely, I think treating people good to some extent, definitely it comes back tenfold. So yeah, if I've answered your question.
Definitely you have. Because I've seen you, and there's a myth around James Sanza fitness. And the myth is you train celebrities only. A-listers, influencers.
That's why.
That's the word out here on these holy streets, that James is not training anyone if they don't have 1 million followers. James, is this true? This is what people are saying. These are not my words, guys. This is me just taking me taking word. Me taking the information that I received. Okay, so I'm partly joking, but I have seen you with A-listers. Okay. Like, I've walked past you.
Yeah.
I've seen you at the gym. Yeah. We've greeted, and you've been with who's who of the industry.
Straight. That's true.
And you know, but this is the thing, James. I really just want to mention this.
Yeah.
I've seen you treat them, I kid you not, the same way you would treat anyone else. Like, I've seen you respect other people in the same way that you respect the A-listers. You know, obviously, like, you give them what's due to them, right?
Yeah.
And you honor who they are and what they've achieved. But I mean, I've never seen you change your energy. I've never seen your energy switch up.
Based on the person in front of me.
Based on the person in front of you, based on the person beside you, and you still maintain that. So it really just speaks to what you just shared.
Okay, I think...
So demystify the myth. Do you only train...
Okay, let's start with that. Absolutely not. I always say I train anybody that wants value, right?
Okay.
Anybody that is looking for value. And value for me is, if I come to this guy, will he hold me accountable until I reach my goal?
Good.
And that's me. That's my brand, right?
Good.
I've been on another interview a few years back, and someone asked me, in fact, the guy asked me the same question.
Really?
At the time, I think I would have been, was it 6 years? Yes, 6 years into the business, right? And we're going for 9 years now, by the way.
You went for 9 years?
Yeah, we're going for 9 years now.
Sir,
yeah,
excuse me.
I think so, you know. Now we do. So...
that is good, James.
My answer will still be the same.
Yeah.
Right? When you're good at what you do, you will attract a certain type of person.
Yeah.
That's just how it happened. The first influencer we got, I'll be honest, I was extremely excited. You know? I wasn't playing that ball game. Before her, we were training just anybody, right?
Yeah.
She came through and I automatically knew who I had in front of me and how I had to keep the person, all right? And with that came the next and the next and the next. And you know how it is when a celebrity eats at a certain restaurant, the other celebrities will follow. If Beyonce ate at Nobu, Waterfall, if there was, everyone would flock there. So it's
Or
the same
Grace's
thing.
Kitchen. If
Or
Beyonce was
Grace's
eating
Kitchen.
at Grace's Kitchen,
You know what I'm saying?
Waterfall.
They will
See
all
now.
flock there.
Yes.
And then if you're smart as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
you'll know how to capitalize on that. So, you know, with that myth, I thought, okay, you need to understand, like, it wasn't VIP fitness. It was Jason's Fitness for like 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah? Well, no, the first influencer came 4 years into the business. It was Jason's Fitness alone. You can even see my logo changed. It was black and white before the influencers and the A-listers started to flock in.
Yeah.
It was black and white, JS Fitness. There was no VIP underneath it.
Just simple, just
Plain and simple.
plain.
You
Yeah.
understand? And
And then we switched it up.
man, you have to understand where you're at.
Yeah.
I looked at myself, I'm like, but I'm attracting all these people. What's a word? How can we, rebrand, And we switched it to the gold, black and gold. And we added a VIP underneath the JS. VIP automatically, when someone says VIP, exclusive.
Yeah.
You understand? High, top,
Premium.
one. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I wanted to be. The crazy thing until today, I think, what got into my mind? Like, do people do this? Do they just sit down one day and, hey, let's rebrand, hey, it's time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It takes something, right? I
Yes.
don't know what it was, but it happened and we rebranded. And with regards to me keeping the same energy, because you mentioned that when someone's in front of me, it's not about the outside, right? I've been burnt, and this is something I had to learn. It didn't happen like this.
Okay.
You met me at a time where I had already trained I don't know how many A-listers when we met.
Yeah.
So you met me when I was already in a different mode, if I can put it that way. I came from being excited when I have an A-lister
Yeah.
to treating them a certain way, to treating them better.
Yeah.
But then I quickly learned that these are just people.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, these people are more likely to disappoint you than the normal people, right? So it's best that you just treat everybody the same, That was one thing. And second thing was, yet again, we're going to go spiritual, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You know the verse,
Definitely.
greater is he that is in me
Amen.
than he that is in the world.
Amen.
I've come across people that come into my space and expect me to bow down.
Yeah.
Expect me to treat them how everyone else would expect me to treat them. But I don't give them that. And with that, it has actually played well for my business because now you get respect. You don't come there and get disrespected or anything. Someone expects you to treat them like the queen or the king. And it's not just for A-listers or the famous, even just the rich, They all come with this. I'm
Entitlement.
powerful. Entitlement. You gotta treat me like...
Yeah.
You understand? But you don't understand when you walk into that gym or into my workplace, wherever I'm training you, or if I walk into your house, in that very moment, I'm the boss because you've chosen me to take care of you.
Yes.
If I let you now take control, what do we have? You're going to be telling me, yo, James, I don't feel like it today. Oh, not this much or not that way. And before we know it, the program that I've set for you is no longer mine, it's yours.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you don't get the result. It's my brand that's tarnished. Oh, I used to train with him. But I set the rules and you hate it and you leave. You can go out there and try and lie or say whatever, but people know the truth. James is not like that. This is how he is. He will say, he wants you to do this. Do that. And if you don't, he'll try again. If you don't, he'll try again. If James lets you go, it's because you didn't want
You
to.
fumbled.
You fumbled. It's never him. That's the brand I'm building. Do you understand? So when it comes to the whole A-lister thing, great, it was amazing. And it's still amazing in certain other aspects. Aspects like what? Influence. There are other people with high levels of followers on their platforms that are not influential, but there are others that have the numbers and are actually influential, and that plays great on my brand. You understand?
Yeah.
So it attracts more people that are in line with what they want to do. So yeah.
That is so impressive because your work ethic is impeccable.
Yeah.
I must say, it is definitely something to be studied. Also, you quoted a very powerful scripture. You quoted one of my favorite scriptures, which is, "Greater is he that is in me
Yeah.
than he that is in the world."
Yeah.
You must have faced so many temptations in your line of business.
So
Your clientele is mostly female dominated,
Straight.
your clientele. So 80% of your clients are
Can you
possibly
say
are
95?
95% of your clients
95% of my clients
are women.
There's women, yeah.
And maybe the odd 5% will be men.
Yeah.
And these are not just, I mean, you get different types of women.
Yeah.
But then you get really, really attractive women.
Absolutely.
Who are, I mean, we look at them guys at the gym
Yeah.
sometimes on the treadmill. It's like, girl, you don't even need to be here. Like,
You're like, why?
like you know what I mean?
I
Like
get
you're beautiful already.
Yeah.
Your body's banging. Like you're.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Have you had situations where women have been inappropriate in their approach to you, or tried to pursue something else other than a working relationship?
Okay.
And if so, can you please name and shame? I'm joking.
Wow.
We'll edit it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
You know,
let me lay them all
we'll
down.
edit
Right?
it.
Let's put them down right
You know,
now.
just whisper some names in my ear. I promise I won't tell anybody. But I mean, have you had situations where a woman slides in a DM and is like, "Listen, I'm looking for a personal trainer, but I want him to be more than just a trainer. Are you interested in being with me or taking me on as a client?" Has it ever gotten
like, Grace,
crazy?
Let's be real.
Let's be
No,
real.
Let's be real.
Has it ever gotten crazy?
Like this is 9 years in the business, right? We're going for. Like, absolutely, there has been. I'm married now. you
Yes. Let's see the ring.
know? Yeah, you guys can.
Can
see
we
it.
just-
I don't know if you guys can see. Black.
Can you just wave that? You married now.
Now, yeah. So
But-
before and even now, you know, they'll always be there. But the question was, how did I manage to, you know, some clients I keep for years. Some are still with me years. You understand? Hot. Let's put it as it is.
Beautiful.
Attractive.
Beautiful.
You know, they walk into the gym and if you were training, you just like, let me just go for the females. You know, I've seen it happen. But how did I manage to grow this business like that?
Yes.
Is because I kept my composure. You understand? You think I'm not tempted? I'm human, of course. I get tempted myself.
Flesh and blood.
You know? And in that moment, you ask yourself, okay, if I try this, you know, and it has happened quite a few times. You know, if I let me ask her out on a date. You know, it could, you know, everything that was like a mess. Like, let me start with like divorce. What's the word, man? I'm looking for separation and just cheating in a relationship,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
A broken home. It starts with the smallest things, right? You start with a date, or you look at the person and you make the approach, and next thing you are going out on a date. Next thing is phone calls, secretive phone calls,
Messaging.
and it takes a toll on you because you've got a woman at home, right? And I've been with her for 8 years, right?
Yo, James.
Yeah. So she's always been with me.
Yeah.
Just these 8 years.
Yeah.
So now your energy gets shifted to this other lady. And you can just see your stuff is not working out anymore. Your focus is not on the business. At any time, but here's the thing, Grace, right? with regards to clients, I've never put myself in a position where a client, I'm talking about, right? Where I allow them to fall. I stop it quickly because once they fall, it's no longer the financial transaction on my side, at least. And we got to be straight. If you sleep with a woman, right? A woman that was paying you, eventually she will feel no need to pay you.
Because she's your woman.
She's now my woman. You understand? Already, one, the focus on what you guys started in terms of fitness will stop. The focus will shift to something else. If it continues, cool, but she will no longer pay. Why should a woman that you're sleeping with pay you? You understand?
And you're busy here building an empire.
I'm building an empire.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
You're starting something
You
new.
know?
You're starting something new. You know where your family comes from.
Straight.
You know you know how hard things were. And here's an opportunity to make a difference, not just in your son's life, in your future generation, but to also impact the parents that have also invested in you. And this beautiful lady in red comes through, and she's here to destroy all of that.
Hell.
How do you allow that?
If I allow it, of course.
But how did you fight those temptations? How did you...
I'm actually very happy because I had a woman at home.
Yeah.
That helped in terms of me being grounded.
Yes.
You know? And two, I think it's just the mode I'm in when I'm at the gym, when I'm working. I think that disallows me to step over that boundary.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
I think I've set up my mind so well that the client in front of me, as hot as she can look,
yes,
we're here for one thing, and that's to move her forward from where she was yesterday. You understand?
Exactly.
I think it's a mindset thing. I'm not even going to go into a spiritual thing. No, it's a mindset thing. And also, think of a gynecologist.
Yes.
A male gynecologist.
Yes.
Come on. I mean, he's all up in there.
Yeah.
If he were now to be like, oh, you know, if he were to be like, oh, another naked female here, oh, I can't control myself. What does he have left with? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
And self-discipline is actually a fruit of the spirit.
Really?
It's one of, it's part and parcel. So there's 9, so the fruit of the spirit is gentleness. So there's 9 of them, 9 characteristics. It's gentleness, it's self-discipline, it is humility. There's 9.
There's 9.
There's
so
9.
self-discipline is one of them.
So self-discipline is you got the
Definitely.
fruit of the spirit just growing, budding out of you. And
actually, you need to check them out now that you've mentioned the fruits of the spirit.
Galatians 5.
Galatians 5.
Galatians 5.
All right, we'll check that out.
Will definitely just educate us on that.
Yeah.
And I'm asking this, James, because there's a young man or a young lady watching this podcast from wherever. We're recording South Africa, but this is going to reach all over the world. And they're saying, I want to work in a male-dominated industry, but I'm afraid that I might not be taken seriously as a woman. And I'm afraid that if I, put myself out there, I might fall into the temptation of, especially being single, a young single woman who wants to be in the fitness industry, or a young single man who says, I want to build an empire. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. But oh my goodness, these girls in their outfits at the gym, and all of that. Do I have enough self-control to actually reach for my dream? And so for you to actually be honest and vulnerable to say, the temptations have been there.
They're there.
At certain low points you've considered before marriage.
No, straight.
I'll be honest, marriage.
I'll be honest with you. I even slipped up.
Yeah.
Not saying I slept with a client, and I'm gonna be straight with you guys, viewers there. But I did things that my wife obviously wouldn't be happy with right now. You understand?
Yeah.
But not to the extent where, like sleeping with a client or anything like that. No, absolutely not. But I came back to myself, thankfully. And here's the good thing. With that specific person that I slipped up with, she's no longer here. Do you understand?
As in, she's no longer
A client.
a client. Okay. Because when you say she's no longer here, I'm thinking, did you take her out?
No.
If she's not, did someone take care of her? You know, did we bury the body? Like, because it really.
Not
I'm
like
sorry,
that.
my mind just went somewhere. Okay.
She's still alive.
She's alive.
I
Okay.
hope so.
So the lady that's the slip up, the lady,
Yeah,
she's not in your life anymore.
So here's the question: how did it goes back to what we're talking about, being so professional?
Yes.
And the fact that if you get to a point where you're sexual with a female that is a client, eventually she will feel like, I don't need to pay you, we're so good now, right?
Yes.
You lose a client. Or it could get to a point where, yes, guys, you can imagine a client wanted you so much or really loved you, was into you that much, and you reject her, right? You've already gotten to a point where you're sexual with this person, and then they cry out rape. I don't think you guys have thought of that. They cry out rape. The day you say, nah, I'm sorry, I'm going to stick with my woman. Thank you, it's been great. I can't continue.
And she says, okay.
And she says, oh, I got you. Boom, rape. And that's the culture we have right now, actually.
Sure.
That's the world we live in right now.
Sure.
And unfortunately, the system is designed to protect the woman in that case. Even though I was definitely innocent in that situation. What happens to my whole business? What happens to all the other clients? In fact, even if they find out that I'm innocent, do you know how many times, I don't know what the rate is for the recovery of a male that was accused of rape. Do they ever recover? Do they ever get their career back? The respect? It's already been tarnished. And some people even believe the woman afterwards. I'm sorry, it's just not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. So back to that lady. She left, right? I had to cancel. I canceled. Thankfully, she didn't cry rape or anything like that. She just left and removed herself from the equation. You understand? No money's coming in no more from her. I don't know where she is in life right now. But directly when I said, I'm done with you, I can't continue with this, the flirting and whatever.
Yes.
She was out.
Yes.
She was embarrassed. Like, I got rejected. Who rejects me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But we appreciate that she actually did walk away without, crying foul. But sure. So what you're basically telling us is flee temptation. Flee from temptation, guys. Like, run away from this thing. Just it's not worth it, especially if you're building. Let's talk about James, the present dad. James, the husband. James, the family man. You're married now.
Yes, I am.
And apparently the DMs are still coming in.
Yeah, they'll always be there.
God forbid.
Yeah.
But then as a married man, how have you changed? Okay. How have you changed from before the vows, before the I do? You've obviously known your wife for many, many years. You've been together for many years, my goodness.
Yeah.
I think, didn't you meet in high school or something?
Yeah, we went to the same high school.
You went to the same high school.
In fact, how she fell for me.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Does she know this? Does she know the version of the story?
She told me this.
Does she know the story that you're about to tell?
No, for real.
She fell for you.
Man.
Hey.
Let me tell you.
Tell us.
So, it's a talent show, high school.
Yes.
Right? So, my dad can sing.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So, I inherited that from him.
Oh.
I kind of lost it.
You inherited?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you mean? What did you inherit? You can sing?
Yeah.
Are you?
I ain't gonna sing now. Definitely.
Okay.
I ain't hitting no notes right now. But
wow.
So I'm out there talent show and I'm singing, and
Hey,
she happened to be in the crowd there.
Hey, boy.
No, definitely, and she told me this later on.
Wow,
but
guys.
I was a grade above her. No, 2 grades actually above her. I was in matric at that time, and she was in grade 10.
Aww.
I left high school, and life goes on. She dated, I dated, and then I'm sitting at a friend's house one day, and boom, there she is. She walked in, and here's this guy that was singing. It's my chance. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she was thinking?
That's what she was thinking.
Please, James.
But I played it well, you know.
Oh
Opened
my
the door for her that
goodness.
day. And
Yeah.
I just had gotten out of a relationship
Okay.
a few months prior to that, and
Yeah.
yeah, and here we are today. So yeah, that's how we met.
That's how you.
That's how we met.
And when you reconnected with her, what was your thoughts? You know, when you saw her walking into the room, you thought, "Oh my goodness, there's that beautiful girl from school."
No, very beautiful. She was elegant, you know, wearing heels that time.
Yeah.
Walking in her house, I'm like, yo,
Wow.
very respectful woman, and I'm just like, okay. I didn't think much of it at the time, but looking back, I can see that I chose very well, because right now she plays a big role in raising our son.
Yes.
I watch her. I don't think she knows that I actually pay attention. How she takes care of the household, you know, and irrespective of what I did in the past, because like I said, I slipped up. Remember, I told you guys.
Yes, you did. You did.
But she stayed, and she, you know, she continues to love me and to you know, root for me and to be present. You know, it's something also we don't find a lot now.
Yeah.
You know, and in fact, the word I'm looking for is loyalty. Yeah.
Sure.
She's been loyal.
Sure.
I know there's a lot of men out there that
Sure.
are struggling from
Wow.
depression, because every time the woman steps away from them, it's like, what is she doing? Insecure men. And I don't blame some of the men, because she's given him reason to be insecure. And once a man becomes insecure, shucks, I know, it's downward spiral.
Okay.
So my woman has never given me that reason, thankfully. You know?
Sure.
She's
8 years
been loyal.
later.
8 years. Loyalty. She's at work right now. I'm chill. You know? There's a man out there thinking she's at work and she's with the guy right now that is just a colleague. She says a friend.
Loyalty, a friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loyalty. Sure. And James, and that's beautiful, James.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that you honor her, your wife.
Yeah.
And you see her for who she is.
Absolutely.
And what she's contributed towards your success.
Yeah.
And towards your mental stability and just who you are as we see you.
Mm-hmm.
James is a father.
James is a father. You know, when I first held my son,
Yes.
I didn't love him. Yeah. I held him. I've got a video of me holding him. It's my
What
first
does
time.
that mean, James? Sorry.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I expected when I hold this baby, I
Yeah.
don't know, my heart's going to feel jump. I don't know what.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel anything. I was just holding the baby, and I had to smile because the camera was on, you know. But I didn't feel what I expected to feel, or whatever society portrays out there, you know what I'm saying? Puts out when a newborn is out and the father's holding the child. Or I didn't feel it at all. Empty. Nothing. So with my son, I learned to love him. I mean, with time, I feel like it grew, you know? I don't know. I wanted a boy so bad. I remember when she went for her first ultrasound, when we had to determine the sex of the baby. I wasn't there, but she called me and she says, "Oh, it's a girl." I was devastated. I was so devastated. I remember I threw myself on the bed, hung up. And she called back, like, "I'm joking, it's a boy."
Oh, wow.
Static. Then I was happy when I found out it's a boy. But when I held him, nothing, you know? There was no love there. But later on, it started growing. And right now, yes, you know, they're saying no parent should ever bury their child. I don't know how I would continue if, you know, these things that happen in this world, parents selling their kids.
What is this
Kids
thing?
going missing, and you never know, is my child alive? Is my child okay? What are they doing to my child? Imagine living with that as a parent. That has become my deepest fear. I can say it straight on camera. That is my deepest fear. For that boy, the one that I have chosen to bring into this world, if I can put it that way, call my son, to die before me or vanish. And so that's one part of it.
Praise God, it will never happen.
Amen. So as a father, to go back to what you're saying, how have I changed? I think that was your question. Yet again, the vision hasn't changed. I always tell people, people like to say this thing of, oh, my son or my children make me work harder.
Yes.
Oh, I now have a child, I've got purpose.
Yes.
He's not.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yes.
It's not because he came into this world that I work the way I work.
Okay.
I work the way I work because, I don't know, this is what I was meant to do. And before he came, it wasn't fitness. I've always been an entrepreneur, by the way.
Yes.
One thing fails, I go into the next. Fails, I go into the next.
Wow.
If this was a chat about everything I've done.
Wow.
Before the 9 years.
Yeah. Products you've sold, businesses you've gone into.
So, it's not because of him, and I'm not going to sit here and lie. Oh, he's made me work the way I would. No, it's not him. But I won't lie. I do want to give him a life that I never had.
Yes.
Right. I want to mold him in becoming an ideal man. All right. I'm already thinking hypothetically like how the world is going to be like in the next 20 years. Looking at the traits right now. I worry sometimes, this young generation that we're raising, how they're going to be if we're not grooming them into becoming what we want them to be, or grooming them to be the people that are going to change the world. You understand? So that's one thing I can say definitely has been planted in me since he came, to make the world a better place through him, to assist him to become the man that will be a leader sometime. You understand? Okay. Whatever we teach these kids, I think we screwed straight up. Like, as the older generations, we already have these ideas in our minds. There's so much hate. How the Bible also says, be like children. I think Jesus in one of the verses, become like children. And when you look at children, they're too innocent. And if we groom them right, they can become what the world needs. So as a father, man, paying school fees. You guys don't know paying school fees what it's like. We're looking for a school right now, and it has to be a good school.
Yes, the best.
A new bill has entered, so there's responsibility. You've chosen, so you got to commit. Before you buy anything, it's my child first. When you're driving home, has my child eaten? Does he have clothes?
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
It's no longer you first.
Sure.
It used to be. So that's where we at.
Sure. It's a blessing. It's
Absolutely.
a blessing.
Yeah.
On social media, I've seen your timelines.
Yeah.
Messiah is there. He's
Yeah.
all over your timelines.
Yeah.
He is the most adorable boy.
Yeah, he is.
And
Thank
so
you.
respectful. I've
Yeah.
seen little videos of him hugging his friends.
Yeah, no, he is.
And
He's that
greeting them.
Yeah.
And he's popular at school. He's well known, but he also has a caring heart.
Yeah.
And it just speaks to how his parents have raised him. So kudos to yourself
thank you
and
very
Messiah's
much.
mom.
Yeah.
But I know that you're big on family because I see you with family all the time.
Yeah.
And this is when on your timeline.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of the time you're with your brother.
If we're doing any like fitness activities or
Yes.
when I'm out there, I choose to go with him. Yeah.
And you have a few brothers. So
One brother.
You have one
brother
brother and
3 sisters.
And 3 sisters.
Yeah.
Okay, you have one brother and 3 sisters. But I see that you're a close knit family.
Yeah.
And you work together in your business. They assist you from time to time.
Yeah, they do, but mostly my wife.
Mostly your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
So you both built that,
My
and
wife,
then family.
my brother has been there. Sorry to cut you off, but yeah.
It's okay.
When I worked at the gym before my own company.
Okay.
And when I was fired from that work, that job, he assisted me in boot camps because we started with boot camps.
Yes.
So he was there every Saturday morning.
Shame.
And even until now, most
That's
of
sweet.
my boot camps, he's always there assisting,
Okay.
So shout out to my brother when he watches this.
Shout out to your brother.
He's there. I never told him, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
And what do you want to say to your wife right now?
Um,
You want to save that for later? You'll
drink water.
Just drink. James is blushing. James is blushing. I think the thought of Messiah's mom makes you blush, and I love that.
Yeah.
So, but James, let's go back to just your relationship with God.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
On those days when you cannot pray, on those days when you are faced with just a catastrophe, I don't even want to name it, I don't want to label it,
Yeah.
but just on those days, tell me, where do you go? Or rather, which gospel song first?
Yeah.
Which gospel song do you run to? Like, this is James having a terrible day. I mean, there's an ordeal that happened recently and one that happened about 2 years ago when it was really, really tough. And I was just like, yo, how is James going to get through this one? How is James going to get past this one? And you shared it with me, and my heart broke into a million pieces. Where do you go during those seasons? Like, which song on your playlist do you say, God, I cannot pray, I cannot even read the word right now, but I'm going to listen to this one song, and I know I'm going to connect with you?
Okay.
What would that be? Which song would that be?
Well, my phone is away, but besides the song itself, right?
Yeah.
When I'm at my lowest low.
Where do you go?
Yo, Grace.
Where do you
The
go?
lows. In fact, I just came from a low just now.
Yeah.
Right? I came from a low now. I actually wanted to share it, but no. I'll just keep it on the low for now. If I feel like it, I'll bring it up. And it was not just in one aspect, but like throughout. Because when you're far from God, right? I don't know if you guys experience it as well, or you, but when you're far from God, business, relationships, health, it's like everything just starts to fall, you know. Starts to fall. That's me right here. And I can actually tell that, no, here, he's looking for me to come back to him. And that's my most honest truths. Like, and this particular low that I went through recently, I realized that, yo, I was far from it. I haven't been praying. I haven't upkept my relationship with him. And I realize it's now. And the crazy thing, though, is when I try and pray in that moment, I feel like it's just words coming out, right? I feel like, nah, he is not going to hear me. Maybe himself, he feels like this guy's just trying to get things right. He's going to use me. That's how I think. You know, I sometimes like try and think for how God thinks at that moment. And I feel like, no, God is saying to me, no, you've messed up. I'm gone. I feel that way. And I felt that way. And I pray again later. And I pray again. Switch on my phone. I got a playlist that you asked. There's a question you asked, which song do I go to? It's quite a few of them. But there's a song that the title, I think, is Yes. What is it? No. It just goes like, I'll just say yes, you lead the way. Have you heard that song?
You can sing it, sir.
Yeah, no.
You can sing it for us.
All
No,
right.
just a few bars. Just like, but who's it by?
Hey?
Who is it by? Who sings it? Who's the artist?
What's his name, man? I don't remember his name. But
Okay.
then there's another one by Travis Green. I think it's Travis Green.
How does that go?
Travis Green. How the lyrics go again?
You made a
Made a
way.
way. There we go. Travis Green. And there's a verse in that song that goes, everybody's going, everybody's moving to a place where I'm not there. Do you understand? And That's just it. And that's what I was telling you earlier on. You know, when success, you're winning, but it feels empty. You've got a new client, but you go home unfulfilled.
You buy a new car.
You buy a new car, but you still feel unfulfilled. Then the only time you feel fulfilled is when you feel God's presence.
My God. My God.
And that's my absolute truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that song says it all. He made a way, right?
Yeah.
This idea that I had for VIP fitness, I know it's from him. But I also know that, and I tell my friends all the time, and I tell everybody that I meet, that I want to tell, that I want to have a conversation with regards to this. Guys, look at my clientele. What would you do with this? It can't just be fitness. And now that we're speaking, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything, but I feel like this thing has to take some other kind of route.
Yes. Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And, sorry, I'm
No.
deviating from the question.
We're together.
But going back to what you had asked, what song do I go to, you know, and all of that. Those are just a few. This. I can't think right now, top of my head, but I have a whole playlist, and there's a few songs that I use just to uplift myself. But I'll tell you guys for free that there's nothing. I used to say there's nothing for the gym, right? There's nothing for the gym. You can buy whatever, you can travel wherever to, but even that side you want to work out, because it's the one place that makes your body or makes you better. If you look around, like, you can go anywhere. Where do you go that you come out better?
Yeah.
It's not many places. So I started changing that to even the spiritual part of it, where if you don't go within, you go without. Have you heard of that? If you don't go within, you go without.
Go deeper. Go deeper.
Do you understand?
That sounds good.
That's where it's at.
That's good.
There's nothing.
If you don't deposit into your spirit, you'll go without. Wow.
So, Grace, I hope I answered your question with that.
Definitely.
I'll be honest with you. It's not even about the music. I just sit down and meditate and realize this is all happening because you fall. Draw back near to him. You understand? That's how it is.
That's just incredible, James.
Yeah.
And as we wrap up, my last question to you would be, if you may have discovered, or if you're on your way to discovering this one thing, which is your life's purpose, what would you say it is? And what story can you maybe pinpoint to say, yeah, this is when I knew what I was born to do?
All right.
A memory or an encounter?
So there's actually been quite a few encounters and stories I can put out here.
Yeah.
Stories that stand out, and it's always going to stem from the spiritual, right?
Yes.
But I feel like that's where it's more valuable.
Yes.
In all honesty.
Definitely.
So it was a story when I was about, 19 years old. So my friend worked at Sound Stylist.
Okay.
So there was a convention at at Gallagher Estate.
In Midrand. South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa. There was a convention, a women's conference, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know what it was about, but I know it was a women's conference. I think it was going for 3 days. And I can't recall if it was probably day 2 that we went there to set up the speakers and sound and all of that, or to add speakers or something, because it was already going on. So my friend calls me up and he's like, you'll probably watch this and you'll remember this story, because they were all shocked. Anyways, so I go, I'm unemployed at that time, not going to school. I think it's the time I took a gap year or something.
How old were you at the time?
19.
You were young.
Yeah. And so we load up this bakkie with speakers and we get to the place. And as we're offloading, this American lady, Tara Carissa Rogers, remember, I'll never forget her, actually. She's on stage while we're offloading outside, and she calls out. She's like, there's a young man wearing this color hat. I don't remember what hat I was wearing, but I was wearing a hat. And we paid no attention because it's got nothing to do with us, you know. And she calls again. Young man wearing this hat, come in. I need you on stage, come in. I look.
And she's accurate with her description
She's
of this
accurate.
young man
Yeah.
and the color of the hat.
I'm telling you.
And that was you.
That was me. I was the only one.
Wow.
So
James.
I looked by the door, you know, opened the wooden door. And I looked and she's like, yes, you, come. And yeah, I remember my friend just called me. I was at home relaxing, you know, so I'm not really dressed. This is like a crowd of women wearing suits and this and all of that, looking very good. We're sweaty and all. I'm like, yo, I must go on stage, you know. Anyways, I walk through the crowd and I get onto the stage and she's like, listen. So she's a prophet, by the way, powerful one. And she said quite a few, but the only things I remember was she was like, I can see you. I don't know if it's a field, but you're standing and there's a large crowd of people and you're on top and you're supposed to be leading these people.
My goodness.
Do you understand?
My goodness.
She said quite a few, and that's the only thing I remember.
Sure.
All these years, you know?
Leadership.
And I left there, you know guys how they can be, right? We went back to the truck and everyone is quiet, you know, and it's like, yeah, what's up with this guy, basically, you know, what's happening? And I was quiet because that's big. So that was day 2. Day 3 came for that convention, and it's a woman's thing, but I was like, no, I need to go. I went on my own, right, without them knowing. I went.
Yeah.
And I had to make sure, was this lady for real? Was it me? Was this meant for me, right? And I went up to her after the thing, and I'm like, do you still remember me? You know, it's like I know you very well. Oh, she knew my name. Until this day, on Twitter, she still knows me very well. And she called me by my name, and I was like, okay, so that was meant for me, right? So that's just one of the stories. There's quite a few people that have met me and told me this. You have something of God in you. Do you understand? And because of that, every time I feel like I'm losing that thing, I get paranoid. I feel some type of. I feel like I'm probably gonna die because, you know, if he takes this thing from me, it means I'm useless to him. That's how I feel.
The disconnection.
You understand? And to go back to your question, I am definitely, like I was saying before, when I was talking about entrepreneurship, you can take fitness away from me, I'll still be an entrepreneur. I asked myself, why was I fired also from 3 of my last jobs? The last 3 times I worked for someone, not I quit, I was fired.
Just didn't work out.
The reason why is because I always find myself in a position, no, this has to be done this way. This could be done better, and this is how your business could be better. And they find it intimidating or, you know, uncomfortable or whatever, and they find a way to release me. And once they do that, I go create my own thing. What I want to do in their business, I go do. And long story short, Grace, I know that I'm supposed to lead people to the light. How it's going to happen, I know God is still directing me towards that. And I believe, though, we will succeed, and I believe that He won't like disown me for the battles that I'm fighting. You know? When I feel like, nah, God is done with me after this one. But I feel like maybe the purpose is greater than the nonsense I get up to sometimes. Yeah.
Sure.
To answer your question, hopefully. That's my purpose.
That's your life's purpose.
Absolutely.
Mr. Israel James Sanza,
Yeah.
What a pleasure to have you with us
It's been a blessing.
today. What a pleasure, what a blessing. Family, you heard it from the man himself. This is a man that knows that he's been called by God to do something special, and I'm so happy that we're going to be around to discover that along with him. And if you're out there and you're thinking, what is my life's purpose? There's still time to figure it out. but we have to put God at the center of it all. Thank you so much for joining us today. And this has been another beautiful time that we spent together at Amplified and Edified Podcast with myself, Grace Moshesh, and our esteemed guest, Mr. Israel James Sanza.
It's been a pleasure, definitely.
Thank you so much, James, for being here. And have a blessed week further, family, and see you on the next podcast. Bye. This episode was proudly brought to you by Symmetra, your trusted partner in industrial and power solutions. Since 2016, Symmetra has been empowering industries across South Africa with reliable power generation, innovative logistics, and world-class equipment supply. Whether you're in construction, mining, telecoms, or retail, Symmetra delivers solutions that reduce downtime, improve efficiency, and grow your bottom line. As a 100% Black-owned company, Symmetra is more than a supplier. They are a champion of transformation, job creation, and real empowerment.